There are no stained glass windows for people like us, no feast days in rainbow, no patron saint of longing that never touches flesh, no guidebooks for the path of staying, when everything in you wants to flee. This is the quiet cross. The road of the gay Catholic who remains celibate, committed, still believing, still burning, and long before we had words for this. One man walked that road in silence. His name was Aelred of Rievaulx, and he is our saint. To be gay and Catholic is not a contradiction, it is a crucifixion. One cross is desire, the other is discipleship, and we are asked to carry both, without applause, without explanation. We are told to stay but rarely supported, told to love but only silently, and somehow to be holy with half a heart. But what if holiness doesn't mean less love, but deeper love, love transfigured, like Aelred's? Aelred of Rievaulx was born in 1110 in northern England. Raised in the royal court of Scotland, he was brilliant, sensitive, and deeply emotional. At 24, he entered the Cistercian monastery of Rievaulx, seeking a quieter life of holiness. He became abbot, a leader, a spiritual father to hundreds, and in his writings, especially Spiritual Friendship, he poured out a kind of love rarely seen in church history, a love for other men that was intimate, passionate, and profoundly chaste. Some call him a mystic, others a gay icon. He called himself a sinner held by grace. Aelred did not pretend his body was silent. He struggled with desire, maybe even for his fellow monks. In his early years, he threw himself into icy rivers to calm the fire of temptation. But over time, he did not condemn himself for feeling. He learned to redirect longing into love. His vows were real, but so was the ache. He taught that celibacy was not repression, but reverence. Not silence, but sublimation. A path to communion deeper than flesh. And friendship not a distraction, a sacred gift. In his most famous work, Spiritual Friendship, Aelred writes, "God is friendship. He who abides in friendship abides in God and God in him." He didn't fear closeness, he embraced it, transformed it, offered it to Christ. He believed two souls could be knit together in God's presence without shame. Aelred saw in friendship the echo of Christ's own intimacy, a love that held without possessing. He believed love between men could be holy, as long as it pointed toward heaven. He gave us a map. A theology of love that dares to differ, not lust, not denial, but longing sanctified. What if Aelred had lived in a church that understood his calling? What if his love wasn't questioned, but guided? What if every celibate queer Catholic had a mentor like him? Perhaps he wouldn't have had to freeze his flesh to be heard. Perhaps his tenderness wouldn't have been buried under centuries of silence. The Church reveres martyrs who died for love of Christ. But what of those who lived for him, quietly, in secret, without fanfare? Aelred deserves a feast day, because his fidelity was not easy, it was heroic. If you are gay, Catholic, and celibate, you are not erased, you are not weak, you are not broken. You are offering something most people never see. The Church needs you. Your life is not a contradiction, it is a crossroad of grace. In your silence, the gospel speaks. In your longing, Christ listens. In your fidelity, the Church is purified. Aelred walked this road, and so can we. Lord, for the love that dares to differ, thank you. For the tenderness that stays silent, the fidelity that feels forgotten, the hearts that burn quietly. Hold them close. Teach us to love without shame, to long without fear, to stay without erasure. Make our celibacy not a cage, but a communion. Let our friendship be holy ground. Let our stories, like Aelred's, become psalms. For every gay Catholic still kneeling in the back pew, whisper, "You are seen, you are chosen, you are not alone. Amen." Thank you for watching The Renaissance Spirit. We believe history is not dead, it breathes. We explore politics, faith, beauty, truth, and the ache of being human. We are not here to preserve injustice, but to resurrect dignity. As we once said, to be LGBTQ and Catholic is not a contradiction. It is a crucifixion, and it can also be a resurrection. The Church needs you, your voice, your hope, and your love. If you are not gay but you are Catholic, you're still part of this story. You're welcome. Your listening, your friendship may be someone's survival. We carry this cross together, or we don't carry it at all. Live wisely, live courageously, live the Renaissance spirit. History has not died, only our understanding of it. If celibacy still feels like a mystery, our next episode, The Hidden Vow, what celibacy really is and isn't, is coming soon.